Hello friends, thanks for joining me today. Let's continue. So, Tarot gave us our own Ulu-Mulu. Chapter 5 is upon us and it's just started. And so now, before we head over to the Sleeper's Temple, let's meet Wolf, because he promised he should have its plate armor available sometime pretty soon. So, let's teleport to the mages first. Do you guys have anything new to say?
For the honor of magic.
Yes, indeed, for the honor. Maybe a few potions, even though we're looking good as far as potions are concerned. Swiftness, haste. Well, that should be useful. Let me... Whoa, not that many. Jesus. About 5. 5 should be enough. A few of these. A few of these. A few of these. And... Alright, let's see how much do we have to sell actually. Wow, this is expensive. More camera. Definitely should keep that on us. There's just a few guard swords from what I can make out. A lot of crossbows, obviously. Hunting bow. Short bow, we should keep hold of that. Definitely can sell all the bolts. And a few of the arrows as well. Let's see, do we have anything else to sell? I mean, we can sell these because we have our Ulu-Mulu. These are, wow, Teeth of a Swamp Shark. I knew it was super useful to kill all of them. These are insanely expensive. 250 a pop. Yeah, that. Super useful. Anything else just to make up the price? Yeah, that's fine. Accept. And save, because I don't want to do that again. Saras, I'm guessing you don't have anything new to say, even though...
For the honor of magic.
We pretty much know our plan from
May
now
you return
onwards. Nope. Alright. Straight to Gorn then. Better not go rushing into anything, as that guy just said. As far as I remember, Wolf finishes up his crawler plate armor right at the beginning of chapter 5, so he should have it ready.
How far did you get with the armor?
Yeah!
I finally found a way to fix those armor plates to each other.
Does that mean that the armor is finished?
Yeah, man, here it is. Really seems to be harder than any other armor in our camp.
Thanks. I owe you something.
That's all right. I always find ways of covering my expenses.
Thanks a lot, man, and he doesn't charge us anything. As far as I remember, this is a bit better than the High Robe of Water in terms of weapons and arrow protection. Not as in terms of fire and magic, though. Fire and magic, 45 to 30, 20 to 5. Ouch! Hopefully we won't get bombarded with magic and fire that much. Weapons and arrows, yeah. It's ugly as shit, but it's the best armor available in chapter 5. So in the Sleeper's Temple, we'll just have to make do with this one. By the way, do you got anything else to sell that may interest us?
I
know you buy frozen skins from the hunters, but you have a lot of ore, so let's sell everything we got. I could sell the High Robe of Water. Actually, let me do that. It's no longer useful. We should make do with that one. Nope. get rid of all of this. I will have to buy some runes and of course potions. That's why I'm just making sure that I have enough ore for all of them. I hate running out of potions and other consumables. Mandibles, yeah, that's fine. Goblet, wings, get rid. Swamp weed, get rid. Green novice, get rid. Razor, let's get rid of all but one. And anything else? Oh yeah, these ones I could sell. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, Mr. Wolf, show me the money. There we go, everyone's happy. And Kronos, do you have any interesting runes to speak about?
For the honor of magic.
For the honor of magic. What about rings first? Strength, nope. Power, nope. Amulets. Strength, protection. Life, 20. I need to check what kind of rings we got, because I can't remember at the minute. Ring of life, so you got 20, 10 life rings. Dex, not interesting. Amulet of life, so 30 plus life. Alright, anything else then? You got death to the undead, but we have the rune. Ice bolt, ball lightning, light healing. We got the rune as well, so we're covered. Alright, in that case, let me just check what kind of rings and amulets we have.
May I pass through here?
Oh, for Pete's sake. We have Amulet of Magic. Probably will switch that for Amulet of Life. I think that would be a good idea. Mana plus 15. Yeah, this is a perfect ring to have. And this one gives us 10 extra mana. It's our 30 skill points. In that case, let me just do a switcheroo. And what's our mana looking like? 65, right? Let's learn a bit of mana.
For the honor.
Yes.
I can.
5. Alright. That should.
What's up?
What? Did Kronos just ask us what's up? That's funny. Alright, so that puts us at 80 mana permanent without rings. It's perfect. Also 15 skill points, and I think we'll need 35 of them for Circle 6. Then we'll see. But for now we have 80 mana plus 10, 90, plus 15, 105, plus 10, 115. Looking good. Definitely. Right, next up. Let's just take a quick nap, because I don't want to go to the Orc Town and Orc Temple nighttime. Much prefer gaming in sunlight. If that makes any sense. Right, let's put on the Ulu-Mulu, because we won't need to fight anything. I mean, we'll see. Can't remember if orc dogs attack us. We'll see. This is useless as far as melee goes, but we're heading over to the Orc Town with just a pit stop at Zardas's. See if he has any interesting spells or new dialogue for us. Yeah, looking good. Crawler plate armor and Ulu-Mulu. Look at that thing. That's huge. Absolutely an absolute machine. No wonder it's a sign of friendship with the orcs. That thing's 6 feet long. 6 feet long is hard as fuck. He gets the orc excited. Right, what do you have? I love this music in Zardis' tower, by the way. Not interesting. Whoa. This is interesting. I definitely want that one. And summon skeletons, summon golem, demon, shrink monster, wave of ice, army of darkness. Whoa, this is super expensive. Should we bother? Don't think we should for now. Storm of fire, rain of fire. This is the shit. This is what I was after all along. Rain of fire. That's absolutely one of the most beautiful runes in all of the Gothic games. Rain of fire. Definitely love that, especially in combination with wave of ice. So, we have death to the undead. How many summon demons we got? We got 1. Summon skeletons 3. Should we bother with summon demon? I mean, we could. We could because we got a shitload of money. I mean, yeah. Like I said. Yeah, that's fine. Good deal. Let's arm this one. And we won't bother selling that other one because Zardes don't think he has any. Does he? Does he have any ore? Can't remember. Let's see. Show me your ore. Nah. That's pretty scarce. Although I could force buy a few OP scrolls from him. Let's see. Summon demon. We have 4 of them. Let's buy a few more. Why not? And why not a couple of army of darknesses? Few. Let's have a bit of fun. Why not? Alright. Sell this one. And I think cover the rest with ore. Yeah. That's fine. Definitely safe because I hate trading more than once, as I always tend to forget what I bought, what I sell. Plus, it's super time consuming. So, let's get out of here. And try to not fall this time if possible, even though we don't have acrobatics to learn. I much prefer to get this jump out of the... yeah, never mind. Anyway, let's heal up. And make haste. Could we take this route? I think we can. This is definitely the longer route there, but let's see how this goes. Basically the episode starts now because we finished up just minor things before us, actually heading to our quest. Quest site. And of course, damage. A lot of damage from falling. As usual in Gothic games. Definitely save again. And make haste with our potion of haste. Yeah, don't feel like dealing with raises right now, even though that's a shitload of XP, but we have time for that later on. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, this guy. This guy didn't get frozen for some reason. Alright. By the way, since we got Rain of Fire, I think would be a absolutely wonderful idea to actually arm it. Fireball, let's get rid of that one and let's test this out. So, Wave of Ice and Rain of Fire. Actually, change of plans. Let's move Storm of Fire to 4. Rain of Fire to 6, Ice Block is 5, Wave of Ice is 7. Alright, let's see how this goes. I knew one wouldn't catch up. These guys don't take that much damage from fire, it seems. Interesting. Was expecting a lot more damage to be dealt. Right, let's have a bit of fun, why not? Wow, these guys are fast. God damn. Look at the 4 twins. I think I need a potion, definitely need one right now. Let's try again. For some reason, Rain of Fire didn't do much damage to them. That's more like it, I guess, even though not that impressed. This should kill him, surely. Can I kill you with a Mulu? Death by Mulu. Nah, not really. Let's try with Storm. Ooh. Never mind. I got a bit ahead of myself there. Hopefully I will be able to escape, and now finish things off. Yeah, that's the shit. These are tough grounds, man. Filled with high-end monsters. As you've seen, I think Wave of Ice deals more damage to these fuckers than Rain of Fire. Strangely enough. I think we should meet a Shadow Beast as well, somewhere around here. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's just forget about these and head over to the Orc Town. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just passing through, guys. I'm only interested in the temple. But damn, those razors are hard as fuck. Jeez. There we go. Ur-Shak. Nemrak Kavarak. That's Orcish for put your damn sword down, lad. So, yeah, definitely they're no longer hostile, and we get hit with the Ur-Shak and the Ur-Shak, which is amusing and a breath of fresh air at the same time. But biters are still hostile, so we need to pass them by. Who do we have here on the left? Isn't this my good friend?
Ur-Shak, greed friend.
Hey!
Friend have Ulu-Mulu. Be good.
Be
friend,
good.
no forget carry Ulu-Mulu in hand when go over bridge.
How you doing, my friend?
Ur-Shak be healthy. Ur-Shak now looking find own Ulu-Mulu. Maybe Ur-Shak go home with own Ulu-Mulu. Friend come when need help.
Take care.
He's so cute.
What are you doing so close to the town?
Ur-Shak watch brothers in home. Ur-Shak believe Ur-Shak awake soon. Ur-Shak wait here. Fight Ur-Shak when wake up.
The sleeper will wake up soon? I hope you're wrong. Considering all I've heard of the archdemon so far, I'd prefer him to be asleep.
Ur-Shak is your friend, dear Ur-Shak. You can rest assured.
At our last meeting, you told me that your brothers had sealed the temple.
Ur-Shak brothers seal temple in earth very good. Friend no can go in. Friend use magic from brothers who be sons of spirit like Ur-Shak.
Where can I find this magic?
Must go in caves of brothers who be sons of spirit like Ur-Shak. But friend must watch out when use magic. Brothers of Ur-Shak no like. Ulu-Mulu no help when friend use magic. Friend now must take figure from column. Figure now open door to temple hall.
Alright, so he gives us all of the hints we need. First, that we need to carry this Ulu-Mulu across the bridge when we head over to the Orc Town. Second, that we need to find a few spells in Caves of Brothers that will help us, magic spells that will help us in us actually entering the temple. Either he means telekinesis spells or an orc teleport spell that should get us in the Orc Temple without us actually breaking the seal somehow, because it's locked at the minute. There are the guys. What's up? Ur-Shak indeed. Nice to meet you guys. These guys are so well done. So well done. So well done. As opposed to Gothic 3, even though I love Gothic 3, but the orcs in there are dubious to say the least. Even though they're much more vast as far as development goes, and advanced. Orcs just chilling and singing and shit. Dum dum da da dum dum. Some tribal shit going on. Right. So one of the ways to get across, if I remember correctly, is boom 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 there, and we jump. And this is one of the ways I did it in my first 1 or 2 gameplays. You can get across. I think you can do it if you transform into a bloodfly, if I remember correctly. You just have to climb over there, over there, over there, and over the gate. But one of the options is the winch over here, which is guys, them being still friendly, they won't attack us when we just activate the winch and get in. There are some more orc fellows over here just chilling and singing and dancing and shit. I love these animations, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. Just having fun, man. I wish life was that easy. These guys eating cheese. All's good in the hood. Right, moving on. That looks like a cave. Let's head on down there. See, it's guarded by 2 temple warriors. Let's see if we can slip by without getting followed. Are we being followed? No, we're not. Oh, that's brilliant. So actually we can loot everything here, if I remember correctly, and get away with it. There were some times in which I had 1 or 2 followers up into this cave system, and as soon as I opened up a chest, he attacked us instantly. There's an orc teleport spell. That should get us in. Thanks Ur-Shak again for being our best buddy. Orc dog transformation, all of that, all's good. So now basically we could get in to the temple. Problem is there's no way to get out. If we get in like this, as far as I remember. I mean, wait a minute. Actually, if I think about it, after the loading screen, once we come back from the Orc Temple, we are beyond the gate, and the gate is closed, but we could teleport from there to Zardes, for example, because we're in this loaded environment. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I think we could get back, but I want to do things by the book in this gameplay because it's YouTube and all of that. So let's do it classically. But yeah, at least we have the Orc Teleport spell right now, and a bunch of other useful items such as strong potions, dragon root, life, enhancing herbs, and all of that. Good stuff. Good stuff. So just to check, because why not? I like experimenting. Let's try that Orc Teleport spell right now. I just saved, I'll load back towards. Yep, it did the job. We're beyond this gate, and we could, to be honest, we could head on to the Orc Temple, Underground Temple right now, but we won't do that. So the thing is, if you do it this way, you can get in obviously and loading screen and you're in the Orc Temple world. Then when you want to go back, obviously you can't teleport directly from the Orc Temple to Zardes or anywhere else, but you can come back exactly here, and from here you can just teleport to Zardes. So that's your way back. When you come over the second time to the Orc Temple to basically finish the game off, then you're kind of obligated to do the statuette thingamajig. So you need to telekinesis that thing out of there. By the way, since we have this open, do we have telekinesis? Yes, we do. Good to see. Right, let's load it back. Which one was it? This one. Alright. So we could do things that way, to be honest. That way which would be much more simpler. We didn't have to fuss around with the statuette, telekinesis, and fighting anything. But let's do the job by the book, like I said. This guy's on my trail. Let's see if I can attract them underground and do him dirty there. He's kind of insistent at the minute. I also can't remember if... Oh, there's the guy. How resistant are orcs to fire rain? Kind of resistant, to be honest. But not to storm of fire. Not that much to storm of fire. Krush Agash. Alright, so we got rid of our only suspicious dude that was on our trail. Now we could head on. Let's see what this cave system holds. So I remember there are two side small kind of cells with revenge steel, which is a pretty expensive sword, and a powerful two-hander. 3,440. Definitely a good sell. There are some axes and two-handed swords that are insanely expensive. If you're not using them, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of two-handed weapons in Gothic 1 or 2. But if you're not using them, you can at least sell them for a handsome buck. Extremely handsome buck, that is. Anything here mentioning? No. Stroll back. See if we can open this other one. Oh, you know what? Never mind. There isn't anything special in there anyway. What's interesting is I don't think we find telekinesis in this cave system, unless I'm forgetting something. So it's good that we had it beforehand. A couple of orc weapons, interesting. So this is a kind of weapon storage for them. A throne with a shadow beast horn, I think, on it. That's not that comfortable to your ass. But anyway, orcs are strange creatures, I guess. Why would you sit on that pointy thing? Beats me. Right, so this is our best angle possible. Let's heal up to the max first. Alright. We have mana stuff? Yeah, we do. Alright. And let's put on telekinesis. Or... Definitely will use telekinesis, but was just pondering if I should try... You know what? Let's try that. I have a good idea. Let's freeze them first. But they have magic though, so this will be a bit risky. Yeah, we'll have to fight a few of them. That's just the way life is. See ya! Seal up. So good that we have a large amount of mana right now. But unfortunately we can't freeze the shaman without attracting the attention of the Orc Temple warriors down there. That's a shame. That's a damn shame. Unfortunately, when you freeze or use Wave of Ice, not all people freeze for some reason, but anyway. We'll ignore that. Wondering if these guys have full health right now. Nope. They actually don't. They're worshipping, alright, that's good, I guess. No one's coming after me. This is an interesting turn of events. Where's that guy? Hey, where are you going? Yeah, let's have a bit of fun, why not? It's annoying though that Fire Rain doesn't do much damage against orcs apparently, and against razors, and against a bunch of other strong enemies in this game. Alright, let's heal up. Oh, he's in range. It's one of the shaman, I think. Right, let's heal up ASAP. Let's try Storm of Fire from afar. This should do quite a bit of damage to him. Yeah. How many are there left? One? So that's at least 3 of them dead. Where's the other one? What? Are they just dead and buried? Interesting. Like the way that their runes are still levitating. This is their life flame also levitating. A minute. Alright, so I guess they're gone right now. take that. And hopefully the temple warriors over there won't notice anything. And this should open up the temple gate. Even the statuette moves the lever. There we go. That's us done as far as entering the temple from now on until we finish the game is concerned. We have a bit of time left. Let's take a peek. Just a small peek. Can't remember if there's any loot in here. Is there? Don't think so. A wonderfully made temple. Designed, I mean. I like the way it looks. Not a big fan of chapter 5 and chapter 6 in Gothic 1, but some of the cave systems and labyrinths and mazes are, I can admit that they're interesting. There's not as much fun to play though. But new journal entry. Let's see what that says. Baloro's weapon, you can get fucked. Managed to get into the temple of the... Oh, I met the shaman Ur-Shak in front of the Orc Town. Again, he told me that I could only get into the vestibule of the underground temple with an orc spell. The other orc shamans keep spells like that in their caves. There's another way. Right, so that's covered. I have the Orc Elbow spell. There's another way to the temple. There's a figure of the sleeper and the sacred column of the Orc Shaman. We open the door. Shaq's bros won't be delighted. That's an understatement. They discover that I'm using their holy icon. Managed to get into the temple of the sleeper. Don't have the slightest clue of what's expecting me there, but I'll find out. Definitely will, buddy. So this is it. This is... the beginning of the rest of our lives. Interesting columns over there. Whoever's played Gothic and never fell into this abyss and chasm here is lying to themselves. Alright, save again. And since we don't need the telekinesis spell anymore, let's get Death to the Undead armed up and ready to go. There's quite a few undead beings in this temple, as I'm sure you're aware. It's just sneaky peeky. Alright, that was fast. Can I focus on... Oh. Right, he tried to dry hump us or karate kick us. That was nice. Let's do with the scout, do with the warrior. Shit, I missed the scout. I won't miss him now. Alright, so having Death to the Undead as a rune and being a mage in this part of the temple is... oh, not this one. Is OP, as you can see, because I mean, even if you're super strong in terms of melee damage, it's not that difficult because these guys don't parry, for example, if I remember correctly in Gothic 1. They just YOLO their ass with their skinny ass axes towards you, but having death to the undead is refreshing as hell, say the least. So we've dealt with, yeah, withered axe is their weapon of choice. We've dealt with about 5 or 6 skeletons in just a few seconds by using death to the undead. Plus it doesn't consume much mana, so win-win. Death to the undead is definitely OP. Rain of Fire, though, it's kind of worrying, the fact that it doesn't do anything of note to orcs, razors, and shaman. Can't think of any other beings I could try that with. Let's just sneak. Alright, sneaky peeky. It's useful that we learn sneak in this game from Kavlorn, I think, was it? Would prefer to focus on the skeleton mage, but I'm not sure if I can. Oh, there you go. That guy just froze. Hello? Mr. Skelly? Mr. Bones? Stop threatening me, bitch! He was just standing there and you better not come here again, boy. Well, guess I will. Now, skeleton mages can be kind of tough. I prefer to just freeze their ass off if I can. Yeah. Alright, let's run for it, cause their ice bolts are kinda ouch for now, and best to play it safe. It's worrying that ice block and wave of ice didn't do shit to them. But the good news is that we won't face as many skeleton mages as you'd expect. Just a handful of them, 4 or 5. So let's try to finish him off with Storm of Fire before they create other skeletons. Nope, they didn't. Alright, so what do we have here? These symbols: red, yellow, and purple. We got two gates, 2 closed gates over here. Alright. Anything else worth mentioning? Nope. Except this. This is a different way inwards into the Sleeper's Temple. Alright, so red, yellow, purple. We should remember that, because all that we could do right now is activate this switch. Hello, can you freeze? Death to the undead this last dude. Alright, that's much better. Alrighty then. Nice combination of runes and spells to keep us alive there. Alright, so now what do we got? We have a switch. Get switches. Make love with bitches. What else? Kill snitches. Dig ditches. Alright, let's see what this switch does. Nothing. How about this one after that one? So the main door is open. Back again. We have something in here. No, we do not. Okay. By the way, this doesn't look like the sleeper at all. This just looks like wooden doll with a couple of spikes on it. Never thought that looks like the sleeper's figurine, but anyway, who am I to judge? What did I want to do right now? Oh, yeah, torch, just to see if there's any loot to be had down here. Before we play around with the switches and the ditches and the bitches. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Oh, torch, potion, 3 potions, a torch, and that's that, right? Right, so the order was red, yellow, purple. Red's this one, so let's start with this one. This is the only logical thing we could do right now. Yellow was next, in the middle. Yellow! And purple the last. Let's see if we get some sort of an animation after this to let us know we're correct. Yes, sir. Riddle has been solved. Those 2 gates seem to open right about now. And I assume this underground one. Yep. All 3 of them opened. So, riddle solved. But, to be honest, this is the easiest of them. And one of the ones that make the most sense, to me at least. Right, let's finish things off, because that's enough for one episode. Yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking with me by the end. You take care of yourselves. See ya!